I'm going to show you something today that honestly should have been taught in every single lead gen course ever made, but it wasn't. And that oversight is probably costing you. After 25 years of working with entrepreneurs and founders, I can tell you that the pattern I see over and over again is this. Great offer, strong credentials, serious work ethic, and still not landing the clients they actually want. And almost every time, it comes down to the model that they're running. That's it. Here's what most founders are doing. They're posting content, sending DMs, building their audience, running automations, following up again, and then following up one more time because maybe that one will be different. And look, I'm not judging. I've watched thousands of smart, driven people do exactly this, including people who are genuinely exceptional at what they do. You'd be surprised how many of them think it's all about effort. But what's actually happening is that they're playing a slot machine, and they're expecting it to perform like a vending machine. You see, a slot machine pays out randomly. Doesn't matter how good you are, how strong your offer is, how many hours you've put in. It just pays out when it wants to. And if you're chasing volume, more content, more outreach, more follow-ups, more AI, that's the model that you're running a slot machine. Now, for certain businesses, that's fine. E-commerce, for example, low-ticket SaaS, consumer products. Volume makes total sense there. You need thousands of customers, so you cast a wide net. That's the play. But if you're going after 5, 10, maybe 20 clients who are going to pay you 5, 6, or 7 figures each, that wide net is working against you. You don't need more reach. You need precision. And the sooner you make that shift, the sooner your pipeline starts feeling like it's actually working for you. So today, I'm going to walk you through a 5-step account-based marketing system that I advise for founders at this level. That's what high-ticket client acquisition actually looks like when it's done correctly. So stick with me. This is not a you problem. So before we get into the steps, I want to say something important. If you've been grinding the volume model and not converting the accounts you want, you're not necessarily doing it wrong. The model is wrong for what you're trying to do. Every marketing course, every growth playbook, every here's how I scaled to 7 figures video on this platform, they all teach the same thing. Build reach, create content, nurture at scale, automate, optimize. And again, that advice isn't wrong for certain business models, but nobody's ever stopped to say, hey, by the way, if you're going after enterprise clients or high ticket accounts specifically, this entire playbook is inverted. The mistake many people make is thinking that they just need to work harder or be more consistent or find a better script. And so they double down on volume, more posts, more DMs, more automation. And the exhaustion builds because the return never matches the effort. I can tell you, after working with thousands of founders over more than 2 decades, when the effort is there and the results aren't, it's almost always a strategy mismatch. The work ethic is fine, the approach just doesn't fit the goal. And here's the good news, a strategy mismatch is completely fixable. You just need a different model, which leads me to the system. The model is called account-based marketing, or ABM. And look, enterprise sales teams have been running versions of this for decades. It's not new. What I've built is a version that actually works for founders and small teams who don't have a 40-person sales organization backing them up. Here's the core idea in one sentence. Instead of broadcasting to everyone and hoping the perfect prospect finds you, you identify who you want to work with. You build visibility and credibility with those specific people before you even ask for anything. That's it. That's the whole flip. Stop chasing volume, start choosing who you pursue. Now let me walk you through how to actually do that. Step number 1, build your target account profile list, or I call it your TAP 500. And yes, there are 500 of them. Now, before you freak out, 500 is not as intimidating as it sounds. This is your total filtered universe, your full list of accounts that actually meet your criteria as ideal prospects. Company size, industry, revenue range, leadership profile, whatever your specific qualifiers are. Now, you're not working with all 500 at once, not even close. What you're actually working with at any given moment is 10 accounts. That's your active focus. You pull 10 from the TAP 500 and you give those 10 full, deliberate attention for 30 to 60 days. Now, the mistake many people make here is trying to keep too many plates spinning. They spread themselves across 50 accounts. Now, the mistake that many people make here is trying to keep too many plates spinning. They spread themselves across all 500 accounts. They give each one surface level attention and nothing converts. The TAP 500 gives you a direction. The 10 at a time allows you to focus with depth. And I can tell you, depth is actually what enterprise and high ticket accounts actually respond to. Not breadth, depth. So wrapping up step 1, build your TAP 500 and then work with 10 accounts at a time and give them your complete focus. Step number 2 is to map the decision ecosystem inside each of your 10 accounts. This is where it gets interesting. At the enterprise level, you're almost never dealing with a single decision maker. There's a committee, a CEO who owns the strategic vision, a COO who owns the operational outcomes, a CFO who owns the risk and ROI conversation. You're increasingly seeing a technology-focused executive who has significant pull over which vendors actually get through the door. Now, your job is not just to identify these people. That part's easy. LinkedIn will show you most of that. Your job is to understand what problem each of these people is actually trying to solve at a strategic level, not the surface level pain. We're talking about the thing that the CEO never talks about, not even to their spouse or their closest friends, the thing that they never say publicly, that initiative that's already 6 months behind, the gap between where the board thinks the company is and where they actually are. When you know that, and when you know your outreach content speaks directly to that, you become immediately relevant in a way that almost no one else is. You see, the relevance is the only currency that actually matters in high-ticket B2B sales, and you can't manufacture relevance without doing this step first. So wrapping up step 2, map the full decision committee and identify the strategic problems that actually matter to each person in it. Step number 3. Create account-specific value assets. This is where most people completely fall apart. Here's what I mean. Most people hear personalization and they swap out a first name in a template. They hear ABM and they send a slightly customized sequence that's still basically the same message to everyone. And I advise strongly against that approach because it doesn't work. It's just spray and pray with a nicer font. Real account-based relevance, real ABM, at the 7-figure level means you're building content and outreach that is specific enough that when your ideal prospect opens it, they feel like you made it just for them. Generic gets ignored. That could look like a one-page breakdown of a challenge that is specific to their industry right now, a short video that references something happening in their competitive landscape, a framework that names a problem they're dealing with but haven't articulated yet, a thought leadership piece mapped directly to a strategic initiative that they're currently running. Now, I have a whole additional training on how to build these assets specifically for LinkedIn. I'm going to put a link somewhere on this screen. It's abmclass.com. It'll be in the description as well. But the point here is simple. When someone in a C-suite opens something that speaks directly to their actual situation, the credibility you build in that moment is worth more than 100 generic posts. People pay attention to things that feel like they were made for them because almost nothing is. All right, so that's step 3. Build assets that are specific to the account, not just the industry. That specificity is your new competitive edge. Step 4. Run a coordinated multi-channel visibility sequence. Now, this is where we take everything we've built and actually put it in front of the right people. And I want to be clear about something before I explain how this works. You're not selling yet. The goal of this entire phase is for your name and your thinking to become familiar to the decision makers inside the target accounts before you ever reach out directly. You see, the hardest part of high-ticket enterprise sales isn't really the close. The close is actually the easiest part when you've done everything before correctly. The hardest part is getting the first real meeting. And that meeting happens in a completely different way when the person on the other side already knows who you are. So the way this works is this. LinkedIn is your primary channel. It is for most founders, and it should be. The organic reach, the ability to connect with specific people at specific companies, the professional context. It's the best tool we have for this, but LinkedIn alone isn't enough at this level. You're combining LinkedIn activity with direct outreach, physical mail, for example, for your highest priority accounts, and where possible, showing up in the communities and the events where these people already spend time. Industry conferences, executive roundtables, private peer groups, places where your perfect prospects go when they're thinking about the problems that you can solve. Now, I have a whole additional training on how to run the LinkedIn piece of this specifically. The link's in the description. It's probably on the screen as well. But for now, the key thing to understand is this. You are running a visibility campaign before you run a sales campaign. That order matters. All right, so that's step 4. Run a coordinated visibility sequence across multiple channels and stay in the mode of showing up before you ask for anything. Step number 5. Make the ask from a position of trust. This is where everything pays off. And honestly, this is the part that feels the most different once you've done the work in steps 1 through 4. When you've built the list correctly, mapped the ecosystem, created specific value, and run the visibility sequence, the outreach conversation changes completely. You're not a stranger sliding into someone's inbox asking for 15 minutes of their time. You're a known quantity asking to go deeper on something they already know you understand. That is vastly different. The mistake that many people make here is still pitching in that first conversation. I advise against that completely. Instead, you're proposing a focused conversation around a specific problem they have. You've done the homework. You have a point of view, and the conversation you're offering is genuinely valuable on its own, whether they ever hire you or not. That framing eliminates the defensive wall that comes with every cold outreach, and it puts you in a completely different category from everyone else trying to slide into their calendar this week. What it also means is that when they say yes to the meeting, they're already pre-sold on the fact that you understand their world. The sales conversation is halfway over before you ever talk about your offer. That's what precision does. That's what ABM builds. Okay, so that's step 5. Make the ask from a position of trust and relevance, not volume. Propose a conversation worth having, not a pitch. Now look, I just gave you the 5-step framework, and I want to be straight with you about something. The framework is not the hard part. The hard part is execution, specifically building your TAP 500 so that you're targeting the right accounts and not just the most obvious ones. Knowing how to use LinkedIn to run visibility sequences without feeling pushy or generic, and staying locked on the 10 accounts at a time when the pipeline feels slow and your brain starts telling you to go wider. That's exactly what we cover in the ABM Underground. This is a free workshop that I give every single week, and you can register at abmclass.com. I walk you through the full system end to end, the TAP 500, the LinkedIn strategy, the outreach sequence, how to structure that first conversation once you've built the relevance, everything that I just walked you through, but with the detail and the support you actually need to execute it. So if you're a founder who is serious about landing the clients you actually want, not just the ones who happen to find you, go to abmclass.com and register. It's free. I deliver it every week, and it's built to get you into the heads down time with the system, not just learning about it. Let me paint a picture for you for what this looks like when you get it working. You wake up on a Monday, you know exactly who you're building visibility with that week. You know the 10 accounts. You know the people inside of them. You know the problems that they're having that you're going to speak to. There's no randomness to it. It's deliberate. It's focused. It's confidence. And when you do reach out, when you finally make the ask, the conversation is already warm because you've already shown up as someone who understands their world multiple times, across multiple channels, without ever asking for anything. They know your name, they've read your thinking, they've already decided you get it. The clients you land through this model are the ones you choose on purpose, at the fees you've earned, through the relationships that were built deliberately, not through a slot machine. I can tell you, and I've watched this play out thousands of times with thousands of founders over more than 2 decades, there's no better feeling in business than getting a call from somebody who already knows exactly what you do, already respects your work, and is calling because they want in. That's what ABM builds when you execute it correctly. And everything I just walked you through is the system to get there. And if you want to get there faster, go to abmclass.com and get registered for the free weekly workshop. We can build this together. One more point in just a second. If you found value in this today, would you do me a favor and drop a comment below? Tell me where you're currently at with your current lead gen model and ask me anything about ABM. I'll answer you directly. I read and respond to every single comment. And if you know another founder who needs to hear this, share it with them. It might be the thing that changes the game for them. And while everything that I just taught you is incredibly important, it might not be the only thing that you need right now. That's why I'm going to have YouTube place another link for a video that will help you right now. Go ahead and check out that link. And while you're at it, why not subscribe to this channel so you can get alerts every time I create new content like this?